Hello, I'm Karen Hall, editor for Cygnus Business Media, and I'm speaking this morning with John Foley, who is founder and CEO of InterlinkOne and Grow Socially. John, can you offer some specific examples of how social media can help traditional printers to increase their business?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say good morning to you.
Good morning, John.
And thank you for having me. I'd love to do that. I think that social media today, online marketing, I like to refer to it, right? Because it's part of that.
Right.
I think a printer, if they embrace it and they start with a strategic plan, can actually make connections with their target audience beyond how they may do it today. And then actually build upon those connections, whether they be in LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or whatever the strategic plan is. And they can actually having the conversation and engaging with their network online does a couple of very important things to help them grow their business. One is it improves their search engine optimization, and the other one is it can actually drive the prospect that we're trying to work with, or their customer, to their website, which is really an integral part, because we need to have an engaging, inviting website where someone can interact with that. But that's how I see a lot of printers today actually doing a good job at that. Some aren't doing such a good job, but my advice would be to write the strategic plan for your online marketing and then be more successful.
Well, you literally wrote the book about it, and tell me the title of your book again.
I wrote a book called New Path to Profit for the printing industry, right? It's called Business Transformation, New Path to Profit for the print industry. The book is really about how they can actually diversify their business today, doing what I would call some business fundamentals. And the first one is to do some soul searching. You know, do they want to actually offer new marketing services to the marketplace? And once they get beyond that, is they need to actually kind of go backwards and look at, you know, and readdress their business plan. And because generally, and I generalize a lot, and I'll apologize for that maybe at some, but I think most would agree, they tend to try a tactical approach. Well, let's go buy this and let's try that. Instead of actually going back to the drawing board a little bit, let's write a business plan. In that business plan, we have a good, strong marketing and sales plan, and then you get the right resources to actually execute on the new services. And that's what the book's all about. And I've got some case studies in there for successful printers that have made the transition, which is an ongoing thing, right? So, but that's what it's about, and thanks for asking.
Well, could you give us an example of one thing that printers could do today to put them on the path to really transforming their businesses?
Well, I think the first thing they really need to do is to look at and create a strategic plan. Now, I've probably said that word already 3 or 4 times in this one short interview, but really, what do they want to do? And then they need to know what resources they have, and that's what they need to do. I think they need to start with looking at their business plan, understand that selling marketing services, if that's what they choose to do, they need to write a plan around that. You know, I mean, I joke about it all the time. They would call me up and say, you know, how much should I sell an email blast for, or a Pearl, or a QR code, or a mobile website? And I'm thinking, why would these printers ask me that? And it's because they really never went back and addressed the business plan, the fundamentals, and then get a marketing plan. And then I think once all that comes together, when you do that in your financials, you know that you need the right resources. And the tip is, if you want to sell marketing services, you should have somebody on your staff that understands marketing for your company, and then to help and support sales to sell it upstream.
Excellent, excellent. Now, what technologies and marketing channels are emerging that printers should be paying attention to now?
Well, anybody that knows me right now, you know, my topic to help is really around mobile media, right? And how could they help, you know, if they're offering marketing services, how could they help their customers do a better job at marketing? And one of those particular channels is mobile, and that includes a lot of things, but QR codes, right? And it's great. I don't know if you walk through the hall already, right? They're everywhere. Much to my chagrin, some of them are not being used appropriately. They drive you to a large website and still a mobile site. But I think a printer can get in the business of creating and generating programs. Not selling a QR code, it's selling a program around a response mechanism, which is a QR code. They could also do the mobile websites by using mobile content management systems. I think they could start paying attention to what near-field communication is, that ability to be able to, you know, bump the cash register or mobile cash payments. I think they could help their target audience with that. And I think you're going to start to hear some new things. I've been talking a lot about geofencing, that ability to put a location-based fence around a location, and when people leave it or enter it, could be notified. So I think that'll be another thing you talk about. But I think it's hot. It's the mobile audience is growing on a daily basis, and I think that a printer, if they're diversifying and they have the part of their strategic plan, could actually help their customers with that.
Excellent idea. And now, in a very entrepreneurial industry, you are certainly able to address the business owners, because as founder and CEO of both Growth Socially and InterlinkOne, can you tell us how those two companies are related?
Good. If you don't mind, I love first of all, I appreciate the fact that you recognize that entrepreneurial, that I'm not asking any printer or a marketing organization, a marketing service provider or a mailing and fulfillment company to do anything that I didn't do already. I wrote a business plan for both companies. Call me weird, but writing a business plan is not a big challenge for me. It's part of the process, but I did that, and I recommend that they do that. Now, InterlinkOne is the founding company that I started 15 years ago. Happy birthday. It was a great, I actually reflected on it it came and went, and I said, wow, 15 years. Because in the very beginning, your old business classes, well, most businesses don't make it 1 year. Then you're going, wow, I made 1, then 3, then 5, then 10. It's really attributed to good customer service, great customers, customers that work with you and not against you. I think that's great. But InterlinkOne was started, and then I saw the need in the industry. We were very successful, I believe, in online marketing, to include social media, and I thought that we could help the customers do that. So I wrote a business plan, I wrote a marketing plan, sales plan, and we put together a company to actually help marketing printers, mailing fulfillment companies to, we could offer the services for online marketing, which they might not have the staff or the resources to do.
Excellent. Well, you certainly do offer great services to the industry, and thank you very much for talking to us today.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I hope you have a great show, and thanks again.
Thank you.